Back Home is a brilliant film. I really thoroughly enjoyed this, partly because the narrative is great, but also primarily because of the character of Rusty. Very well written character, really great performance. I'll talk more about the character in a moment. Back Home is a Disney film from 1989. This is directed by Piers Haggard, written by David Wood, based on Back Home by Michelle Magorian. And there's a cast including Hayley Mills, Hayley Carr, Adam Stevenson, Brenda Bruce, and various others. And Hayley Carr plays a character called Rusty. She's actually called Virginia Dickinson, nicknamed Rusty. And she was sent to America during the war. And 5 years later, she returns home to her family in England. But, as one would expect, not everything is the same as when she left it. And that works both ways. Her home life is very different than when she left it. But also she is very different. She's, quite frankly, very American now. Which, obviously being a young girl, at a time when she's developing a lot, her mind's developing a lot, she's going to absorb a lot of her surroundings, it makes sense that she, in a way, comes across as more American than she does English. And I love the character so much. And the film is about her coming to terms with these changes, trying to adjust to her new life. And it made me think as well, it's not something I ever really thought about until watching this film. Obviously, children are going to want to return home once the war is over and they're going to be longing for their families, but it never really occurred to me until watching this film that it might also be really difficult to leave behind the new life that they've created for themselves. Being away for 5 years, she's going to make new friends, she's hopefully going to feel at home where she lives, and leaving that behind, as much as she wants to go home to her family, is going to be really emotional. So the film gave me a lot of things to think about, and I really appreciated that. And Rusty as a character is really likeable. Her responses to everything, as a girl who'd been living in America for 5 years, felt really believable. And the things that felt strange and unfamiliar to her felt like that would be the case. And there were times when she referred to America as back home. And that made me a little bit emotional. And as I said, it made me think about a lot of things that would have been very difficult for anybody in that situation at the time. And the performances are brilliant, and so is the dialogue. Charlie, her brother, was a bit of an annoying character. I really didn't care for him, but it wasn't really a big deal. And it did feel like I'd been transported back in time. It was visually stunning to look at. The costumes look brilliant. The locations are gorgeous. Great camera work, great lighting. All the technical aspects are fantastic. The character writing is brilliant. The performances are great. And honestly, I got to the end and thought I want more of Rusty. I really, really love this character. So the film was fabulous. The narrative was great. It was thought-provoking. It was moving. It was quite funny at times. I wouldn't say it's a comedy, but there were certainly moments, primarily because of Rusty's attitudes, that were a little bit more fun than perhaps I'd expected from the topic. And I think the balance there is brilliant. So from start to finish, I absolutely loved it. Back Home is a really interesting, moving, thought-provoking film with a fabulous character, and needless to say, I definitely recommend it.